In today's video, we're going to discuss the topic of whether narcissists get triggered. Stay tuned to find out more. Hi everyone, I'm Athena from Courage Coaching. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. Now, do narcissists get triggered? First of all, we need to remember that people that have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, actually also have a history of trauma just like the rest of us. And people with NPD, when they are triggered, they have what is known as the fight trauma response. Their trauma response is to fight, is to be defensive, is to make the other person feel bad because they have to protect their own delicate ego. They have to protect their vulnerable self. So they will deflect, they will blame, they will manipulate, they will try and be in control at all times in order to feel okay. And another thing that they do is that they will usually have very explosive anger, which is known as narcissistic rage. Now, the first thing that they are very, very sensitive about is to be criticized by somebody else. Feeling like they are not good enough, being criticized for making a mistake is extremely, extremely painful for somebody with NPD. They will become extremely defensive when criticized or tell the other person that they're not allowed to say those things about them. And if they are a covert narcissist, they will play the victim and essentially fall apart because you have criticized them. If they are a malignant narcissist, they will become extremely angry and they will display what is known as narcissistic rage. Another thing that triggers a narcissist is when they are losing control. Narcissists need to be in control at all times, and when they feel that this control is slipping, they become very anxious and become very defensive, and they will do everything in their power to regain control. They will use all sorts of different manipulation tactics, blaming, deflecting, threatening. They will do everything they can to regain control. They cannot handle a lack of control because control helps them feel safe and helps them feel like they have the upper hand. Another very important reason that a narcissist becomes triggered is when they are rejected. When they are rejected, they are triggered because their grandiose self-image that they have is threatened. Because narcissists have this grandiosity and this is what helps them feel better, when they are rejected by somebody, this hurts deeply. Most of us don't like being rejected, but for a narcissist, this is extremely painful. And they really, really get triggered by this and hurt by this and anxious about this. Another big trigger is failure. So if they fail at something, or somebody has told them that they have failed at something, again, they will find this extremely difficult to deal with. This will again threaten their grandiose self-image. Another thing that is extremely triggering for a narcissist is a lack of admiration from others. They need to feel that they are appreciated a lot of the time. So when somebody starts ignoring them or when they feel underappreciated, this can very much trigger them into feeling intense anger and intense resentment. And they will make sure that that person knows that they are not giving them what they need. So for instance, in an intimate partnership, if they notice that their partner isn't telling them often how much they love them, how beautiful they are, if their partner isn't helping them keep this inflated self-perception at a good level, then they will be triggered. Then they will make sure that they talk about this. Then they will very much be angry and resentful about this, and they will make sure that that person is aware. Now, a very dangerous trigger reaction from a narcissist is when they display what is known as narcissistic rage. Now, any of the previous things that I mentioned can cause a narcissist to feel narcissistic rage. And this narcissistic rage is associated with a narcissistic injury that can range from very mild irritation to outright physical attacks on the other person. Now, narcissistic rage can be very dangerous if you are, for instance, with a very violent person, with a very malignant, sadistic narcissist, because they will not care when they get really angry, and they will quite comfortably hit you, hurt you, torment you, torture you. So this is what you see in a lot of very domestically, physically abusive relationships. And if things get really, really bad, then you may witness what is known as narcissistic collapse, when the narcissist has tried everything, but they are not able to feel better, when they are not able to feel like they're in control anymore. So this is when the narcissist starts getting quite depressed or suicidal. They have been caught out in a lie, or they have committed a crime and they've been caught. They're not able to cope with this. So this is the other extreme end of what can happen when a narcissist is triggered. Now, if you have experience with a narcissist being triggered, then please feel free to share this experience in the comments below the video. Thank you so much for watching and for listening today, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.